I thought this was Team Japan, not the Los Angeles Angels, bro. It doesn't get any worse than this. This is the lowest point of my career. I can't believe I got eliminated before that ringless stat potter who plays for Team USA. I'm going to join Team USA and help out my lovely Aaron Fudge so he can finally touch a trophy for once in his life.
Hey, Choker, great job taking that huge L out there, man. You are slowly turning into Aaron Fudge, and thanks to you, I just got my cheeks rinsed on Kalshi for trusting Team Japan to win that game. Do you have any damn shame losing to these no-names, my guy? I got something for you after this. Meet me in the back, buddy. Thank you, Shohei Judge.
Look, buddy, you can call me a choker, but do not ever call me Shohei Judge again. That is a level of disrespect I can't take.
Imagine spending an entire game trying to mock one of baseball's biggest superstars, only to watch him answer with a swing that completely destroys your team's chances. That is exactly what unfolded during the showdown between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the sequence of events could not have been more dramatic. What began as a close contest turned into an unforgettable lesson about why doubting elite talent can backfire in spectacular fashion. For most of the evening, the game was tightly contested. Pittsburgh had managed to keep pace with the Dodgers, and their fans were fully invested in every pitch. By the seventh inning, the scoreboard showed a 2-2 tie, creating a tense atmosphere where one big moment could decide everything. With runners on base and the pressure building, all eyes turned toward Shohei Ohtani as he walked to the plate. The crowd saw an opportunity. Since Ohtani had yet to record a hit in the game, sections of the stadium erupted with chants claiming he was overrated and encouraging the home team by trying to rattle the Dodgers' superstar. It was loud, emotional, and full of confidence. Many believed the noise might distract him or force him into a mistake. Instead, the opposite happened. Ohtani stepped into the batter's box with the same calm expression that baseball fans have become accustomed to seeing. He ignored the chants, focused on the pitcher, and waited for his opportunity. Moments later, he drove a sharp ball into center field for an RBI double, bringing home the run that pushed Los Angeles into the lead. The crowd that had been chanting only seconds earlier suddenly had very little to say. That hit changed more than the score. It completely shifted the momentum of the game. Once the Dodgers gained the advantage, their offense exploded in remarkable fashion. Every trip to the plate seemed to produce another hard-hit ball, another base runner, or another run crossing home. Pitch after pitch, the Pirates' bullpen searched for answers, but found none. The innings stretched longer and longer as Los Angeles kept delivering clutch at-bats. By the time the chaos finally ended, the Dodgers had piled on 10 runs in a single inning. A game that looked destined for a tense finish had transformed into a one-sided rout. The scoreboard now showed a commanding 12-2 lead, leaving Pittsburgh fans stunned and wondering how everything had unraveled so quickly. Perhaps the most frustrating part for the Pirates was that their starting pitcher had done nearly everything right. Paul Skeens provided another quality performance, attacking hitters with confidence and striking out 7 batters over 6 solid innings while allowing only 2 runs. His effort gave Pittsburgh every reason to believe they could secure an important victory. Unfortunately, baseball games are 9 innings long, and once the bullpen entered, the story changed completely. The relief pitchers struggled to contain one of the deepest lineups in the league. Dodgers hitters refused to chase bad pitches, consistently made solid contact, and capitalized on nearly every scoring opportunity. The inning snowballed until there was no realistic path back into the game for Pittsburgh. For Ohtani, the moment served as another reminder of his remarkable ability to deliver when expectations are highest. Even after a quiet start, he remained patient and never appeared frustrated. Great players understand that baseball is a game of opportunities rather than perfection. One swing can erase 6 difficult innings, and that is exactly what happened. His response also highlighted an important characteristic shared by many legendary athletes. They rarely engage with criticism directly. Instead of arguing with fans or reacting emotionally, they answer through performance. Ohtani's RBI double carried far more impact than any words ever could, and the silence that followed inside the stadium spoke volumes. The irony made the entire sequence unforgettable. The chants intended to throw him off ended up providing the backdrop for the very moment that ignited the Dodgers' offensive avalanche. Fans hoping to discourage one of the sport's brightest stars instead witnessed him trigger the inning that put the game completely out of reach. Momentum in baseball can shift instantly, but few examples illustrate that better than this one. Before Ohtani's at-bat, both teams believed they had a realistic chance to win. Minutes later, Los Angeles was comfortably ahead, the Pirates' bullpen was overwhelmed, and the excitement inside the stadium had turned into disappointment. Credit also belongs to the Dodgers lineup as a whole. Ohtani's double may have started the rally, but his teammates continued applying pressure with disciplined approaches and timely hitting. They refused to let Pittsburgh recover, extending innings and forcing mistake after mistake until the scoreboard reflected total dominance. For the Pirates, the loss reinforced concerns that had followed them throughout the season. Their starting rotation often keeps games competitive, but maintaining leads and handling late-game situations has proven difficult. When facing a lineup filled with experienced hitters capable of changing the game, in an instant, every mislocation can become costly. As the inning unfolded, fans watching around baseball were reminded why no lead or tie is ever truly safe against a team like the Dodgers. Their offense possesses enough depth that one breakthrough can trigger a chain reaction, placing enormous pressure on opposing pitchers and defenses. The story became even more interesting considering that Ohtani was expected to pitch for Los Angeles in the following game. After watching him punish the Pirates with his bat, many observers joked that provoking him any further might not be the wisest strategy. Facing him as both an elite hitter and a starting pitcher presents challenges few teams enjoy. There is also a broader lesson hidden within moments like these. Passionate crowds are part of what makes sports entertaining, and playful chants have existed for generations. But when directed at players who thrive under pressure, they can sometimes fuel the very performances fans hope to prevent. Elite competitors often use those situations as additional motivation rather than distractions. By the final out, the memory everyone carried home was not the early score or even the close nature of the contest through 6 innings. It was the instant Shohei Ohtani silenced an entire stadium with one decisive swing and sparked an unforgettable offensive outburst that buried the Pirates. Baseball is filled with unexpected twists, emotional highs, and dramatic reversals, but this game delivered all 3 in a matter of minutes. The crowd tried to make Ohtani the target of the night, yet he ended up becoming its defining hero. One clutch hit shifted the momentum, one explosive inning settled the outcome, and one failed attempt at intimidation became a perfect reminder that greatness often responds best when challenged. When the final score was written into the record books, the loudest message came not from the fans, but from Ohtani's bat, proving once again that in baseball, actions on the field always speak louder than chants from the stands.